Welcome. What is the greatest research one must be imbued with in all this life or in any lifetime? Before we go into that, we invite you to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment, to enroll into our Bantu University and study Bantu Foundations and Bantu Mysteries. We're dealing with the question, what are the gods real taught? We are looking at this topic from a perspective of who are the gods, the waters of Nyunyu, what did they teach, and where are the gods today, and who will win eventually. What are the waters of Nyunyu? In ancient African cosmology, these are the all potential and the all possibilities and differentiated expanse predating creation. This construct that we have given can be understood using modern scientific concepts found in quantum field or quantum science. The waters of Nyunyu are a pervasive formless energy matrix from which particles, forces, and physical phenomena emerge and vanish. Who are the gods? The primordial gods can be defined as the emergent or self-generated principles that self-created from this infinite potential of all, which we call the waters of Nyunyu. They represent the foundational archetypes and dynamics that precede and govern existence, rooted in the first principles. These primordial forces are neither fully formed beings or entities, but are mere personification of the self-organizing processes inherent in the boundless and differentiated matrix of reality, which will demonstrate how then they can be formalized as personifications. When you go to West Africa, speak of the Egugu, Yala, Oludumare, and the pantheon of the Yoruba deities, Maulisa in the Fonyo and the Ewe, and the Legba in the Fonyo and the Ewe. When you come to Central Africa, you got Nzambe, Ampungu. These are examples of primordial deities. In Nsimbi, Kalunga, in East Africa is Ngai and Nihaluk. In Southern Africa, Onkulunkulu, or Nomkulubwane, Ugamata, Nkagen, Mwari, Mskabanu, Makombre. These are primordial deities. Makombre is the name for primordial deities. In Hamitis, there's the Neda or the Najerus. You have heard of the gods of Nibiru in ancient Near East, the Anunnaki and the reptilian gods or deities or aliens. These are gods, part and parcel, not of the primordial gods, but spun off from primordial deities or gods. Now, our ancestors confirm this understanding by way of naming specific places. You got a tree known as Mutusina Zita, found in Mashingo, in Buhera and Marondera. Buhera means a holy place. Marondera means a vortex, which means it's loaded. It's a loaded place. So this Mutusina Zita represents an awe-inspiring symbol that pinpoints us that our ancestors knew about the unknowable creator whose identity was totally unknowable, even to them, even to the gods, even to us today. These are our ancestors. We call them Mondoro. And now we've got a spiritual hierarchy. I would like to highlight that when you see the term here, Mwarim Skabanu, these are descriptive terms. These are not nomen proprium. These are general terms. This is not the real creator's name. The real creator is no name, is nameless. That's why we have pinpointed Mutusina Zita. Now we got Gombre or Makombre. These are the ones that we have already demonstrated that they were neither spirit nor beings, but we know that they exist because they are out of which we know other gods, Mondoro, or ancestral spirits were formalized and formed, created and brought into existence. Then Shikiro is a spirit medium, someone who is a spirit that comes upon them. and Mzumi is a family ancestral spirit. So this hierarchy needs a lot of panel beating because there's a lot of Christianity that has been placed into it. Now, what then could be the greatest ever search or research one must be imbued with in this life to find the truth? It is what the gods really taught. They taught about the nameless one. That's what they taught, about the knowledge of the unknowable creator. And also, out of the gods, we understand the hierarchies of spirit that we have. That the nameless one is beyond past, is beyond time, is unknowable. Very clear. And that Makombre and Mondoro, rain spirits Makombre are higher than Mondoro. And Mzimu, Pamsha is ancestral spirits. And Shikiro is a medium. Either a person or an individual, or a man or a family or chief who has a spirit that comes upon them. Also, what did the gods really teach? They taught us about the wave function collapse. You may say, how? Because the waters of Unyunyu describe the quantum phenomenon where potentiality static transitions into reality motion upon observation by the observer. So the gods emerge, and as the gods emerges, the quantum wave collapses, or the waters of Unyunyu gives them birth and existence. And this makes it possible for anyone to be able to experience this and understand the realities of the unknowable real creator. So we want to demonstrate the existence of the primordial gods, which we have done, because the waters of Unyunyu, which are symbolic rather than literal, we saw and read that the primordial gods, and we know that the primordial gods emerged as principles or forces. They arose from this substrate. They are not beings, but they represent fundamental laws or phenomena, makombre or gombre. Now, if you look at Ra, the sun god, sun deity, is the emergency of light and energy. That's what he personifies. And if you look at Atema, the Greeks call him Atum, science calls it atom. These are the first differentiation of singularity in the vast sea of all potential with all possibilities. Then you've got the Ogdod, complementary pairs representing balance in polarity, matter and antimatter. And also, we got a lot of speculative models from modern physics that explores the symmetries and dimensions, which can now be understood if you understand our ancestors and ancestral depiction of these primordial gods as fundamental aspects of the cosmos. This is what the gods taught us. Now we want to look at closure. We want to look at the passages that demonstrate that the gods pointed us to the nameless, formless, boundless, and incomprehensible real creator from various sources, which is what the gods taught us. Now, when you go to the pyramid text, when they write about the unknowable creator, the pyramid text says, I am the unknown one who emerges from the depths and debris, nameless before the beginning of names, formless before form was conceived. My essence is potential, not substance. Pyramid text 477. The coffin text, I exist as the primordial void, beyond thought, beyond perception, the unnameable source from which all emerges, yet which cannot be comprehended. Coffin text 335. From the temple of Ipeti Sutu, so-called Karnak today, we read, who can speak my true name? I am the breath that breathes universes, the thought before thought, the source that cannot be sourced, existing in the profound stillness beyond creation. Speaking about the unknowable real creator, that can Ipet Isut, also the Memphite theology, Konsut, the moon, and the Hermetic text says, before all named things, there was the principle, neither spirit nor matter, neither being nor non-being, the ultimate mystery from which all springs. What the gods taught. Let's read also from the book of unknowing the transformations of Ra and of overthrowing Abu Piper, Ububi. I am the unmanifest, the great silence before sound, the darkness before light, existing beyond all conception, nameless, formless, and boundless. This is what the gods taught us. In the Hermetic text, we read, the one is without limit, incomprehensible to mind, invisible to eyes, untouchable by hand, not to be described by word, existing before all and after all. This is what was taught by the gods. What the gods really taught. We go to the papyrus of Nesita Nevu Ashura. Before gods were named, before forms took shape, I am the potential of all potential, boundless, undefined, eternal. So when you go to the Theban recension of the Book of Coming Forth by Day, edited by and written by Dr. Wallace Bash, says, I am the unknown origin, the unspoken word, the invisible light, existing beyond all definitions, perpetually creating, yet never created. Cryptographic text from a Duf temple, the supreme principle, neither being nor non-being, neither spirit nor matter, a mystery wrapped in infinite silence, beyond all comprehension. That's what they are teaching, the gods. When we go to the temple of Philae, who can perceive the unperceivable? I am the breath without movement, the thought without mind, the origin before origin, existing in the profound stillness between existence and non-existence. The hymn to Amunu. None knoweth thy true form. Thy image is not unfolded in the writings. Some they say in the papyrus. You are hidden from the gods. No one knows your mystery. So if the real creator is hidden from the gods, who are you to come and tell us and teach us about the unknowable real creator? This is what the gods reveals. When you go to the temple of Dendera, you read, I am the nameless one who cannot be named, the formless essence existing beyond all conception, the great silence before sound, the darkness before light. So it is very clear that when we look at you and at many people, if your final God has a name, has emotions, temples, mosques, and anthropomorphic qualities such as love, jealous, anger, or warrior spirit, he or she is simply a deity, a god, a divinity, not the real true creator. These deities, at one level, may represent primordial or divine first principles understood by humans. The real true creator transcends all definitions, names, and forms. It is the unknowable, the nameless one, who is not even the source of creation, but beyond spirit, being, or entity, encompassing and surpassing infinity itself. This is what the gods taught. We know that throughout history, humanity has grappled with these profound questions, and the matters of creation and the divinities and the divine. Questions about these have shaped civilizations, inspired art, and given birth to countless doctrines, each seeking to know answers to these questions. The gods, who are the first principles that emerged out of the all potential and all possibilities, commonly called the waters of Inyunyu, taught us a single fundamental, that the real creator is unknowable. We have given evidence on that. This truism of the unknowableness of the real creator, this single benefit that you benefit from knowing this, and knowing that the creator is unknowable, is nameless and beyond worship or appeasement, brings liberation from fear, from all the gods, dogma, and division, allowing individual subjective consciousness to seek unity with the infinite source directly through inner awareness and experience. This understanding transcends the limitations of tribal deities or personified forces and all and sundry, fostering a deeper connection with the essence beyond existence, and hence promote multi-universal harmony rather than attachment to external rituals or intermediaries. What about the gods and the righteous ancestors then? The role of the gods and righteous ancestors in this framework can be understood as guides, intermediaries, and symbolic representations of various aspects of existence and human experience. While they are not the true creator, they serve important functions. Guardians and protectors, you can use them. They can be used for that, but you don't have to bend your will. They don't have to force you. As teachers and exemplars, righteous ancestors embody virtue, wisdom, and values that we, the living, can emulate and should use and act upon. They are mediators. The gods and the ancestors serve as bridges between the finite human world and the infinite, helping us to navigate spiritual challenges even when we die, and give us assurance and reassurance in the face of anything that we may not know, the unknown. Of course, they are custodians of natural and cosmic forces. Many gods symbolize principles or forces such as justice, fertility, or war, which help us understand and engage with the natural and material world in a very sensible way. They are also cultural anchors. Through rituals, stories, and traditions, the gods and the righteous ancestors connect communities and individuals to their shared history, to what they know, and to their identity, and to your identity and purpose of existence. While they are not the ultimate source, they hold value as part of humanity's journey toward understanding existence and aligning with universal truths. Recognizing their role as distinct from the real creator fosters respect for their contributions, without which we will never be here at all. So they are very, very, very important. Yet we should not conflate them with the infinite, nameless, unknowable real creator. It is clear that the real creator is nameless, is not a spirit nor a being. Of the unknowable one we read, it is written, I am the hidden one, the one who cannot be seen. I am the mysterious one, whose name is not known. No one knows this one. Therefore, existing beyond boundaries of time, space, and human understanding, the real creator cannot be worshipped, cannot be feared, cannot be sinned against. And once you think you have sinned against the real creator, you have already reduced him or her or it to a deity. This is very, very critical and important. Thank you. If you want to learn more, subscribe to our channel, Community Brew Ethics. Like and share our videos, enroll into Bantu University to start Bantu Foundations and Bantu Mysteries. And we want to say, may the gods protect, imbue, enrich, and guide everyone who heeds their teaching. For more, you can email us on join@marfado.com. Your manager to be Priest Rabbi LM of Marfado Family Network says, yes, we are crafting a new compelling legacy, understanding that which the gods are taught. Till we meet again, stay cool, stay well. Amen.